Bayelsa, one of the states in the south-south region of Nigeria, blessed with natural resources, amazing people, and is rich in culture and tradition.
I would say that Bayelsa has friendliest people ever. Like, people from Bayelsa are extremely friendly. I had such a time, from the food to the culture to the dances. People have a variety of dances and music. And one thing that warms my heart so much about Bayelsa, which is, it resonates deeply with who I am as an individual, is how authentic they are. They don't mince words for anybody. They don't pretend. They are authentically African.
But in recent times faced a drought that rendered a lot of residents homeless and many lost their lives.
What you go do when you're feeling like you're falling and you can't find nothing to hold on to?
Seeing the impact of this flood, hearing stories, hearing about women and children that had to sleep in their canoes because their house has been submerged by the flood, hearing about how this devastating the world's lives and properties lost, and then the old women that can't row boats or canoes or cannot even run, and how it's because it's so easy to get lost in the bubble of your own life that you just looking at other people, you see just how terrible they have it in life. And for something, a natural disaster which to some extent we cannot control, we can only prevent, it was terrible.
Count every blessing, count every lesson.
The flood situation in Bayelsa State claimed a lot of lives and had residents flee from their homes and seek refuge in IDP camps, most of which were on bridges and for some, their canoes. Adaeme, in her capacity as Miss World Nigeria, visited the victims of the flood.
Engineer Dave Nweze Umahi became governor of Ebonyi State in 2015. Under him, Ebonyi has arguably developed the most well-laid-out road network in the country. The roads are built with 8-inch concrete thickness that guarantees durability and functionality. Umahi has built the most aesthetic and enchantingly conducive university in the country from the scratch. The new, aptly named David Umahi Federal University of Health Sciences is arguably second to none in structure and equipment. The teaching state at strategic points. One of them is the Iyere Bridge, hailed as the longest flyover ever. The biggest workshop center in Abakaliki, the Ecumenical Center, is at once both massive and elegant. Umahi indeed has a heart for big projects, which he finishes classically. Most amazing is that he leaves no uncompleted projects for his successor. Even the Olympic-sized stadium started a few months ago is already on its way to the finish line. Yet, Governor Umahi is running a state with one of the least allocations in the country. Ebonyi, under him, is adjudged the least indebted state in the southeast and within the 5 least in the country. Governor Dave Nweze Umahi is indeed a force to be reckoned with in all areas of governance.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished senators here present, especially the chairman and founder of Silverbird Communications, ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of the governor of Ebonyi State, that was founded or created in 1996, Chairman Southeast Governors Forum, and Senator-elect, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Engineer Chief David Umahi. I appreciate you all. Let me say, that in Ebonyi State we speak transformation, we speak development. The governor would have been here to be part of this great ceremony, but for exigencies of his duty, he has therefore asked me as Commissioner for Information and State Orientation to give him a representation and to appreciate the chairman and board of the Silverbird Group for this yet another honor bestowed on him. The governor never knew that his modest achievement, accomplishments in the state in close to 8 years is being appreciated by high-profile media houses like yours. So he sends his appreciation. I make bold to say that in Ebonyi today, we enjoy emancipation. We enjoy transformation. Ebonyi State Governor within 8 years built 24 number flyovers, that is 14 twin flyovers, making him the highest in the history of Africa to do that as a good government. I remember when Mr. Bruce visited Ebonyi State, he recognized that the shopping mall built by the governor of Ebonyi State is the biggest in Africa, still to be challenged now. I remember in the whole of Southeast, we have the best network of roads. I remember in the Southeast, if you are talking about sit at home in Ebonyi, there is nothing like sit at home. Yeah. That is because of the level of social environment and physical environment the governor has created. We have, like you have seen, Africa's biggest University of Health Sciences that has all the facilities that can make for the treatment of heart diseases, liver problems, and so on and so forth. I just want to say that the governor does appreciate this award, and he also dedicates it to humanity. He's going to serve us in the National Assembly. He's going there to represent the entire Nigeria because he's a man of sincerity. He's a man of prudence. He's a man that believes in one Nigeria. He's a man that serves humanity with passion. So thank you very much for this opportunity. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's put our hands together for Governor David Umahi's representatives. Let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together for them as they come off the stage.
Okay, so the Governor of the Year.
Mention his name yet. Make welcome Badibor Rhodes Viver for his 5 minutes. Let's put our hands together. Let's keep the clap.
I go to Shita, the food is sweet gone.
Let's continue.
I go on the beach.
Let's continue clapping.
I go White House, the fish in my gun. Tell me, oh.
Badibor Rhodes Viver, architect, Badibor Rhodes Viver of the Labour Party. Please.
Oh, I love Lagos. I love Lagos.
Existing protocols. First, I want to thank Senator Ben Murray Bruce for creating a platform such as this that celebrates good governance and gives people the ability to celebrate and set new standards for governance. By by God's grace, the next time I'm here, I'll be receiving the award for Best Governor in Nigeria. I'm told that as far back as 1966 was ranked as one of the best cities in the world. It was ranked 60th out of 166. The Lagos of my today is ranked as the second worst city in the world. And it has been at this level for the last 2 decades, the worst livable city in the world. In fact, they've pinpointed the worst place to live on earth, somewhere in Mushi. Now, a lot of people think that they don't see these things, or, you know, like Fela said many years ago, my people are suffering and smiling. We have gotten so used to mediocrity. But I try to remind everybody that Lagos is called the center of excellence, not adjacent to excellence, not beside excellence, the very center of excellence. And it was not by chance that this happened. Many great men dedicated themselves to making it so. People like Darocha was pumping water from Iju Water Works to Lagos Island as far back as 1910. I say all this so we are done with the scams of doing our inner roads, and when it's rainy season, it washes away, and that scam repeats itself every other year. We're going to have a Lagos that the BRT lanes are open to the private sector. If you have buses that can take this amount of people, you can use the BRT lane. We're going to open up our waste management system so that we actually can manage waste, not pick and dump waste as is done in Lagos State. Waste management is something that involves upcycling, recycling, and creating waste to wealth. Unfortunately, in Lagos State, it is extremely politicized. You must know the who is who in the party or the ruling party to be able to participate in it. That's why even in middle-class neighborhoods like Bagada, you still find public. Every line-by-line item, you are not going to search for it. It's going to be provided to you freely in infographics and a way that can engage with you and teach you and show you the process of government decision-making. We do this for one reason, to build trust in the people again. And when the people have trust in the government, they are more liable or more probable to pay their taxes because they know that those taxes are going to work for them and give them the best value for their money. And lastly, we are going to have a safe Lagos. A Lagos where our young men are not wasting their lives on the corners of streets, carrying sticks and pipes, hitting cars, and creating a situation where monkey they walk, baboon they chop. We are going to have a Lagos that takes pride in dignity. I am from the Labour Party. We believe in dignity of labor. And like my principle,
thank you, sir.
We are moving from consumption to production. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, it's been a long day. Fantastic.
It's been a very long day,
yeah.
and so nice to have Lagosians listening to what their governorship candidates would want to do if voted into power. There will be an interlude for about 2 minutes, and it's still Silverbird Man of the Year award.
This bowl is good to go. Debbie Waters, do us the honor of picking out the 4 tickets that will represent 4 millionaires tonight. Big thank you once again to Premier Lotto for making this evening happen. One moment this evening and everything could change in an instant. Ticket number 1. Shake that bowl again, Debbie. Give it a good shake up. Ticket number 2. Shake it up, 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 shake it up. Shake it one more time. That's right. Give it a good twirl. Put it down. Hold on, Debbie. I feel like. Come on, girl. Give us one more ticket. Get your tickets on the ready. No mago.
Transfer.
And our last ticket for the evening, XT 0 4 5 8. XT 0458. Going once, going twice. I really want to do another dip. Is that you? Oh man, you broke my heart. XT 0458, congratulations. You are our fourth and final millionaire tonight. On behalf of Premier Lotto, we hope that this one moment has changed lives all night tonight. And you guys go out there and thank the awesome people at Baba Ijebu. One moment for this amazing raffle draw.
We make long speeches, but you know, I used to wonder when we have events like this and we advertise 6 o'clock, I always wonder why nobody shows up until 8:30. Nobody ever shows up on time, so the show runs late. So next year, when we have this show, we would like you all to show up on time so we can be out of here by 9 o'clock. I was going to make a speech, but it's not right now. I think what is important is that the show goes on. We have 2 more awardees, and then we'll be done. I just want to say something real quick. We've been through a very difficult time with elections we've had, and the mood of the nation is not as great as I thought it would be. A lot of people are sad, some are happy, excited, and I'm a bit lost for the way Nigeria feels right now. So I want you just to imagine if you were in class, high school, or university. The kid next to you got an A+, a distinction, and you flunked. The kid in front of you celebrating, happy, excited, they made it. You were sad because you didn't get the grade. Both of you are friends. One made it, one didn't. What do you do? And let's go back in time. In the civilian era, before the military era, politicians who lost elections would ask for the military to overthrow the government. It was the only way they could get revenge for losing an election. That was not right, but that was what they did. I remember in '83, I was at Punch newspapers head office, and I was talking to the owner of Punch, and he was dying of cancer. That weekend, December 31st, he wrote an editorial, front page, back page, inside front page, and he asked for the overthrow of the Shagari administration. The very next day, the military struck, Shagari went to prison, and the military took over Nigeria. We cannot afford to be so angry that we ask the military to come back and rule us again. We must be careful. We can win, thank you. We can win and we can lose. This is the way I see defeat. Defeat means you have a chance to find out what went wrong, fix the problem, so you can become a better competitor at another date. Defeat doesn't mean you destroy Nigeria or you destroy the system. It is counterproductive. Defeat can never help you. If you destroy Nigeria, you will have no jobs, kids cannot go to school, you cannot have resources to survive, we will all be in trouble. Defeat does not give you the right to destroy what keeps us alive. Defeat gives you the opportunity to roll it over, start all over again, and become a better person and become successful one more time. I urge all those who lost to think about what I've just said. And if you have won, please, when you win an election, do not gloat, do not tell the world how great you are. Have some compassion for those who lost. After all, when you win, you will lead those who lost.
Senator for life, Senator Ben Murray Bruce. We'd like to also appreciate and recognize the presence of the president of Silverbird Group, Guy Murray Bruce. Please put your hands together for him. Also here tonight is the Chief Operating Officer of Silverbird Group, Bola Salako. Please put your hands together for him. The creative director, my guy at the top, Jacob Akiyemi Jones, JJ, please put your hands together for him. Tonight also, let's quickly recognize very important people. Everyone here, please put your hands together for yourself. We thank you very much for making our time to be here tonight. We have Uchenna Collins, who represented the governor of Ebonyi State. We thank you very much for making our time tonight. Mr. Bayo Lawal, your state deputy governor, is very much here, and he will be doing something great tonight also. Moshe Gwoniru, we thank you very much. I think it's left, but it was here a while ago. Now, let's quickly go to the next award, which goes to the Extraordinary Personality of the Year Award, which goes to Professor Benedict Orama.
Dr. Benedict Okechukwu Orama is the celebrated president and chairman of the board of directors of the African Export-Import Bank, Afrexim Bank, finance and branches, project and export development, finance syndications and specialized finance, and corporate finance and advisory services. He also supervised the Research and Knowledge Management Department and assisted the president in overseeing the strategic planning and international corporate functions. Professor Orama currently serves as the Practitioner Advisory Board of the Institute of Trade and Innovation of Offenburg University, Gengenbach, Germany. Under his watch, Afrexim Bank is now the leading multilateral development bank supporting the public and private sectors on the African continent. By late 2021, it had provided 228 finance lines totaling $5.3 billion. Under Orama's leadership, the bank stepped up to the plate during the COVID-19 crisis, creating a procurement platform for health equipment and vaccines, as well as a dedicated line of financing. In response to the conflict in Ukraine, it provided credit for the procurement of fertilizers. Its biennial intra-African trade fair has seen $36 billion worth of trade transactions signed in 2021. Afrexim Bank also launched the Pan-African Payments and Settlement System in January 2022, enabling instant cross-border payments in local currencies, which is expected to reduce the cost of transactions on the continent by $5 billion a year. Professor Orama has written over 30 articles on a range of African economic trade-related matters, many of which have been published in leading international journals. He is married to his wife, Chinelu, with whom they have raised 3 lovely daughters.
Please put your hands together for Professor Orama. And to present the award tonight, please, we invite you on stage, Professor Steve S. Azaiki, OON, a member Foreign Affairs Committee of Yenegua Kolokuma Okpokuma Federal Constituency, Bayelsa State, Nigeria. Please put your hands together for him. And to receive the award on behalf of Professor Orama is Niyo Lukoya of Afrexim Bank. Please come up stage. Put your hands together for him, please. That's the Extraordinary Personality of the Year Award.
Yes, like it. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to, on behalf of Silverbird Group, present this award, Extraordinary Man of the Year, to a great Nigerian, Professor Benedict Okechukwu Orama, who is the President and Chairman of the African Import-Export Bank. Congratulations.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, all Excellencies present, I stand on existing protocols. I hereby accept this award on behalf of the President and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the African Export-Import Bank, Professor Benedict Okechukwu Orama. He expresses He's unable to be here today with us, and he expresses his gratitude for this award, which is a testament to the efforts that have been made to develop the African continent through financial leadership. Professor Orama has championed the promotion of intra- and extra-African trade on the continent. He has championed industrialization and Africa through trade. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the time we have all been waiting for. It is the time to present to you the man of the moment. We call him the Maverick, the governor for your state, for the Silverbird Man of the Year Awards 2022.
Communication equipment. The Oyo arm of Amotekun has 1,500 personnel, the highest number of personnel in the zone, with an additional 500 being recruited currently.
We knew that we had to do something so that banditry, insurgency, will not come, immediately upon us.
In line with his campaign promises, Governor Makinde has rehabilitated and equipped 299 health centers across the state. His plan is to have at least one health center in each ward. All the general hospitals in the state have been renovated and provided with medical equipment and personnel. Under Governor Makinde, the education sector in Oyo has witnessed tremendous improvement. The first action he took after his inauguration was to cancel any form of fees from public primary and secondary schools. This has boosted enrollment figures because poor parents are now able to send their children to school. He has built 81 model schools across the state, in addition to improving the funding of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, which is now fully owned by Oyo State.
How many students do we have in Oyo State? And they said about 400,000. I said, okay, if they are paying this 3,000 naira, per session, education levy, how much is that? So we came to right around 1.2 billion naira. So, well, please find me that 1.2 billion naira, and then we will scrap this levy. And we did that as soon as we were voted in. I did that from day one, after I was sworn in. And between then and now, we have been able to bring back into the classroom at least about 60,000 of those out-of-school children.
Oyo State has witnessed remarkable infrastructure development and renewal under the administration of Governor Seyi Makinde. The Ibadan-Sheyin Road has also been completed and has opened up that access. The Oyo-Iseyin Road is nearing completion, while the Ogbomosho, Iseyin, and Shaki-Ogbomosho roads are ongoing. All these are in addition to township roads in the capital, Ibadan, and other zones. The administration of Governor Makinde is working towards making Oyo State the food basket of the nation by providing a conducive environment for agriculture business. To this end, an agriculture business hub has been established in the Fashola area of Oyo town. Governor Seyi Makinde is married to his heartthrob, Tamino Minini, and they are blessed with 3 children, Feyi, Tayo, and Toby. We present to you the 2022 Silverbird Man of the Year, the Maverick, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State.
Put your hands together for the Maverick, the governor for your state, Engineer Seyi Makinde. At this point in time, let's invite Chief.
Now
Your Excellencies, royal fathers present here today. Okay. Your Excellencies, royal fathers present here, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, I'd like to follow protocol and thank Senator Ben Bruce and the Silverbird Group for this great occasion and the previous awards that we've had from them. We all know that this has become an annual tradition of recognizing the best amongst us to serve as a beacon to all of us serving the public in one capacity or the other. And you know, these are cut across all aspects of life, not just in governance, but in sports, music, entertainment, and the arts. So it is a great privilege on my part to be part of this ceremony of the past week. We must all know that we are on a march to develop Nigeria. And this occasion is one that serves that purpose of bringing us together to celebrate the best amongst us from different walks of life, from different persuasions. So today, I'm privileged that we are recognizing the man of the year, Seyi Makinde, the Maverick Governor. I feel envious because I remember way back in my banking days, when at 34, I became managing director of a bank. Now, the youths are doing greater things. And I'm seeing the great strides that are being made by the youths. And I pray that they continue with that courage, because that is what's going to change Nigeria. So once again, I congratulate Seyi Makinde, and I congratulate the youths and one standing behind me, that God will, through his example, inspire the younger generation to make the difference in life. You must be prepared to walk a different walk for us to achieve what we've all been praying for our dear country. So this award is very, very peculiar and a challenge to the youths coming behind. May you continue to shine and move our country forward. Never be afraid. No matter how bad it may look, you can conquer. So once again, it's my distinguished pleasure to present this award to your governor. I know you're the deputy governor, so there's no way he can succeed without you. So once again, thank you too in your capacity, but most importantly,
communication awardees, Your Royal Majesty, King Ebitimi Banigo, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency the Governor for your state, Engineer Oluseyi Makinde, I stand here to receive this award of the Man of the Year. Actually, when I came in this evening, I asked the chairman of the Silverbird what informed this award, how did it come about, and the distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria informed me that it is this award only that was done by election throughout Nigeria. And so all other awards were given as a matter of honor and consideration of past contributions to the national development. But award of the Man of the Year, which was bestowed on His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde, was by election by all Nigerians. And he told me further that when I inquired, okay, if it was by election, okay, what was the percentage of success at 19, that about four years down the line? And he came in on a mantra of 4 cardinal points of expansion of the economy of Oyo State, welfare of workers, expansion of agribusiness, and health care delivery. Now, I believe those who elected Engineer Seyi Makinde consider these parameters, and he was judged against these points. And I thank those individuals who elected him to be the Man of the Year 2022. When I came in here, people have talked about Lagos State, and Lagos is surrounded by water, by lagoon, by Atlantic Ocean, indeed by rivers. But Oyo State is on land, and it's cheaper to do business on land than on water. You want to build a house, it's cheaper to build a house on land than building a house on river. You are doing Eco-Atlantic. You spend just a quarter of that amount that you are spending on Eco-Atlantic on land, and Oyo State has plenty of land. Indeed, Oyo State has 28,000 square kilometers of land, meaning that there's no amount of business you want to do on land that land will not be given to you in Oyo State. So we are trying to expand the economy, and the Oyo State government under Governor Seyi Makinde has taken this as a serious challenge, that the economy must be expanded, must be open to investment, must be open to businesses, commercial, and enterprises. In this regard, we have encouraged entrepreneurs. Particularly, there's one that is cited at Okeogun now, which is first of its kind in Africa, Subito Company. Now, the other area that has attracted this kind of award, care delivery, that we are doing in Oyo State, and we are still counting. In the next 1-2 months, we will complete the 351 health care delivery in all the wards of electoral wards in Oyo State. Now, you saw the Amotekun clip a while ago, that Western Nigeria bedeviled by incessant kidnappings and banditries and attacks. And so it became a challenge. And as a result of this one, the Amotekun outfit was vigorously embraced, kitted, and encouraged. And as I speak with you this evening, we have nothing less than 3,000 membership of Amotekun. And as a result of that, the Oyo State is relatively secured compared to other states of Nigeria. Now, you know that ours is by election. And I have told you, Ben Bruce told me 75% of the electors voted for Governor Seyi Makinde, meaning that going into election in Oyo State, which is barely a week away from now, we can expect that Governor Seyi Makinde will be elected back into government as governor of Oyo State with nothing less than 75% of our people, our good people of Oyo State. I need to mention very quickly that in tandem with what King Ebitimi Banigo said, the zeal, the energy, the enthusiasm in Nigeria, I tell you, he hardly sleeps 4 hours in a day. And I do not know how he manages his time. He's a multi-talented individual, and that's why the result is showing. That's why Nigerians, even those who do not know him, have decided to elect him as the man of the year in Nigeria. Now, what is that telling us? It's telling us that youths who have the energy, the intellect, must also back it up with courage and determination to succeed in life. Sheyi Makinde had succeeded in his business career before he became governor of Oyo State. And I think it's because of this private sector-driven idea that has impacted positively in Oyo State. I challenge all of us here that Oyo State is open to business. And we are doing a major road construction that has linked Oyo State and Ogun State together now, such that in 45 minutes, you are at Ikeja from Ibadan. It shows clearly, yeah, 45 minutes. You are in Ikeja from Ibadan, 45 minutes. It means that if you take off from Ikeja and you are going to where? There. Ben. Going to, I think, Lekki. It will take you about 45 minutes or so. Am I right? So you can live in Ibadan and walk in Ikeja. That's where I'm going. And I want Lekki. I want all of us to take advantage of what is happening in Oyo State at the moment, particularly people like Ben. Don't sit back here in Lagos alone and think the world starts and ends in Lagos. Come, bring your business acumen to Oyo State. Bring your money to Oyo State. Come and develop Oyo State because it's open for development. On this note, on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, I thank you all of you that have come either as awardees or as friends of Ben Bruce. He asked me to sing a song which I will not sing because that song is private and confidential, and anybody who wants to listen to it must pay Ben Bruce $1 million. $1 million. Okay. So, Muyiwaige, you wanted to know about the song, so go pay $1 million to Ben Bruce. On this note, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, King Banigo.
Together for the man of the
waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Once again to Governor Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, the Silverbird Man of the Year award winner for the year 2022.
We want to say a very big thank you to all our sponsors, Montisuits, Baba Ijebu, as well as the final sponsor we have here, Montisuit Baba Ijebu, and Eco Hotels. Thank you all our sponsors. Thank you all that has come this evening. We appreciate you. We'll do this again next year, God willing. We shall all converge to celebrate the 2023 Man of the Year.
I am Sheon Oyedeji. Have a wonderful evening and thanks for coming.
Good night, safe journey back home, and stay safe. Bye for now.
There's a land with the love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in free truth. Great lofty heart, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, my Lord's spiritual is palpable, yet the unwavering resilience of the Nigerian remains unbowed. Regardless, there remains a spark of hope that Nigeria will yet prevail. The Silverbird Group, in spite of the inclement economic conditions, have still gone ahead to organize this event. My Lord Spiritual, Your Excellencies, distinguished Majesties, my Lord Spiritual, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, your presence here today is proof that the same spark of hope of a better Nigeria resides in you. Together, these sparks shall ignite an inferno of unquenchable zeal for the Nigeria of our dreams. Welcome to the celebrations of the Silverbird Man of the Year 2023. My co-host this evening is the stunningly beautiful, yet demure, and very, very cerebrally gifted Sheon Oyedeji.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. A protocol will be duly observed in just a moment. In the meantime, this culture of acknowledging outstanding Nigerians began in 2006 by bestowing the prestigious Silverbird Man of the Year Award 2005 on the Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, late Dora Akunyili. 19 years after, the Silverbird Man of the Year Award has further evolved to celebrate excellence, rewarding worthy Nigerians doing exploits in their chosen fields.
It is instructional that the first ever winner of the Silverbird Man of the Year was a woman. At the time, it was contemplated that the award title be amended to read Person of the Year. She vehemently resisted that and insisted that she would be proud to be called the first ever Silverbird Man of the Year. This year, we're starting off with the posthumous award, and it will be going to a woman.
She founded and funded several organizations providing education, healthcare, and economic opportunity to those in need. Kudirat believed strongly in supporting women's economic empowerment. Born Kudirat Olayinka Adeyemi in 1951 in Kaduna State, Kudirat attended Muslims Girls High School, Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State. She was reportedly famously rumored to have used her bride price to help fund the schooling of her two sisters. Kudirat married her husband, Moshood Abiola, in 1972. Her husband, MKO, as he was popularly called, was a wealthy businessman. Though Kudirat was assassinated in 1996, allegedly by agents of the military dictatorship, her death helped galvanize the movement for the democratic transition in Nigeria. She became a martyr for the cause of democracy, and the outrage over her murder increased pressure on the military government both domestically and internationally. Just 3 years after her death, the military dictatorship stepped down and democratic elections were held, marking the end of over 15 years of military rule. Kudirat did not live to see democracy restored, but she was instrumental in making it possible. Her sacrifices will not be forgotten. Kudirat Abiola is being honored with the Silverbird Posthumous Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alhaji.
I personally thought Nigerians have a short memory. I always believe people forget. But today, the Silverbird Group has proven that wrong. She died 28 years ago. She fought. And now we have democracy. And by the grace of God, she will not die in vain, because democracy will get us to the promised land by the grace of God. The fight for democracy was tough, it was bitter, but 3 pillars. My father was the top pillar because he won the election, but once he was arrested, he was fighting an internal battle in prison. Then my mother was fighting a battle here in Nigeria, outside prison. She was just 42 years old, but she was organizing posters, put all over the streets in Lagos at night. She was risking her life. She did everything she could to make sure he came out, but as we all know, she passed away. Then the third pillar of the democratic election was an accountant, a senator, known as Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And as God has destined, he has become the president of Nigeria today. So we can say that both of my parents are like John the Baptist, and he, by the grace of God, will be the Messiah of this country. And we pray that we have enough patience to walk with him, pray for him, and also hope that we have enough wisdom to know that democracy is something that we all have to participate in. So please, let's be patient. Let's pray that God gives the president and his deputy, the vice president, Kashif Shettima, the wonderful vice president, a good legacy.
Was given a mandate of coordinating internal security, foreign intelligence, and counterintelligence activities. During the Nigerian Third Republic, Shinkafi was one of the promoters of the Nigerian National Congress, NNC, a political association formed in 1989 after the disbanding of political groups by the Babangida regime. The NNC later joined the National Republican Convention. He was an advocate of the state police, and in January 2012, Shinkafi issued a strong statement asking for the creation of state police to tackle Boko Haram and other modern crimes. The statement was titled, "State Police, a Policy Option for Current Insecurity." He argued that opposition to state police was exaggerated, misleading, and unfounded. The Marafan Sokoto was the vice presidential candidate of Olufalaye in the All People's Party APP Alliance for Democracy AD in 1999. He was married to Yewande from Abeokuta, Ogun State, and 2 other wives who had 5 children altogether. He died in London from an undisclosed illness on July 6, 2016.
Put your hands together for Dr. Zainab Shinkafi Bagudu, the former First Lady of Kebbi State, as she steps on the podium to receive the award in honor of her father.
Eze Anaba, the president of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, presenting the award to Her Excellency
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Uncle Ben. This is a very emotional, very uplifting remembrance to the legacy of our dear father. We appreciate it. As you heard in his biography, my father was a man that was very cross-cultural. He was a true Nigerian in the entire sense of the word. And we hope that we will continue to imbibe the teachings that he left with us. I'm here today with my sisters, my uncles, my brothers, and it's a great honor for us to receive this award posthumously to our late father. We thank you very much and God bless you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next posthumous award will be going to a gentleman who I share similar antecedents. He is my kinsman and probably one of the best known people from my side of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria's first Minister of Finance, a proud son of Iwere land to whom we are proud of to no end. The one and only Chief Festus Ukutiebo.
Festus Ukutiebo was a Nigerian politician who was the finance minister of Nigeria from 1957 to 1966 during the administration of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. Born on the 18th of July 1912 to an Ishekiri chief from Bateran, Japa, between 1932 and 1936, he attended Sapele Baptist Primary School, and in 1937 he became a teacher in his alma mater. After a brief stint with teaching, he embarked on a career as an assessment clerk in Sapele Township Office. Thereafter, he joined the Bata Shoe Company, Sapele, as an accounting clerk. He was later transferred to Lagos as chief clerk and accountant for Bata operations in West Africa. In 1947, he returned to Sapele as a deputy manager, thereby making him the first Nigerian manager. In 1942, he married and together, his wife, started a string of schools in Sapele. The first was Sapele Boys Academy, and thereafter, Zeke College of Commerce was established. In 1948, he ventured into politics and won a seat of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Apart from supervising the establishment of the Central Bank of Nigeria and the inauguration of the first national currency, he also supervised the establishment of the Securities Commission, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and the creation of the first Nigerian Investment and Development Bank. After establishing the Central Bank of Nigeria and putting in place other financial institutions, he restructured the Nigerian Customs by making it a part of the Ministry of Finance. This ensured that the Nigerian Customs responsibilities did not stop at the mere collection of import and export duties at the ports, but was expanded by the creation of the preventive services to confront, combat, and prevent smuggling so that local industries would be protected. He was fashionable and stylish, and the flamboyant display of his traditional attire, especially on budget days, earned him the name Omimi Ejo, Ejo Bilile. translated as the man with long features and flowering wrappers. Festus Okotie Ebo is the recipient for the Silverbird Posthumous Award.
Celebrated technocrats, Steve Azaki.
First, let me acknowledge the fact that Senator Ben Bruce is being audacious and courageous to celebrate Nigerians that have done great for this country. The dead don't speak. And those of us who are alive, we have to say thank you to those who have served this country meritoriously. Your father, your grandfather was a great man. As a student of history, I know, I have read, I have watched films of this great man. He represented Nigeria as a cultural icon of his dressing, of his appearance. He served Nigeria as Minister of Finance and Budget and Planning. He was a great man. He died in 1966, was assassinated, but to God be the glory, his legend, his legacy remains with us. And one of his greatest legacy is that he's recognized as one of the founding fathers of this country. In fact, it is said in some quarters that he was the founding father of the Nigerian Central Bank. Your father was a great man. His legacy lives on. Congratulations. We share in this. We, all of us from the South, share in this achievement. We congratulate ourselves. Congratulations.
It's an honor for me as his granddaughter to stand before all dignitaries and first say thank you to the Silverbird Group for honoring my grandfather, and thank you for everyone that's here as well. It's important for me to say a few things, and it's how his legacy has continued to live on, has been passed from generation to generation, and will continue to live on. And he has sown many seeds in this nation. And we know that the greatness of this nation is evolving and is coming through. And this is being showcased today by all the wonderful awards that have been given. So thank you again to the Silverbird Group, and God bless you.
Once again, hearty congratulations to your family. The next posthumous award is going out. He indeed was a great politician and the premier of the Eastern Nigeria at that point in time, during the First Republic. Please put your hands together in memory of Michael Okpara. Please put your hands together. Thank you.
Michael Ihionukara Okpara was a political leader, reverend medical practitioner, and premier of Eastern Nigeria from 1959 to 1966. Okpara was born on December 25, 1920 at Umegwe, Okpuala, Umuahia in present-day Abia State. He began his formal education in August 1927 at the local Methodist Primary School before moving to the Central School at Umuahia, where he passed the entrance examination to the Methodist College in 1934. He later obtained a mission scholarship to study medicine at Yaba Higher College in Lagos. After internal self-rule was granted in 1952, he was elected to the Eastern Nigerian House of Assembly on the NCNC platform. He was famously a minister without a portfolio in the first government headed by Professor Iyo Ita between 1952 and 1953. He was made Minister of Health for Eastern Nigeria in 1954, and 3 years later headed the Ministry of Production, of which the Eastern Nigeria Development Corporation, a cooperation which oversaw agriculture, industries, produce inspection, and other such duties, was a part. As the head of the Ministry of Agriculture, his reforms led to a considerable reduction in the cost of food. A strong advocate of what he termed pragmatic socialism, Okpara reasoned that Nigeria's salvation hinged on agricultural revolution. This led to setting up of many farm estates such as Kolaro and Kwa Falls estates in Cross River State. Food was so plentiful that eastern Nigeria was able to export 3 million pounds worth of rice during his time as minister. At 39 years, Michael Okpara was the youngest premier of Nigeria and the eastern region for 6 years. He was responsible for setting up the Trans-Amadi Industrial Area, Hotel Presidential, Michelin Tire Factory in Port Harcourt, Obudu Cattle Ranch in Calabar, the Owerri Shoe Industry, the Aba Textile Mill, and
please put your hands together.
Good evening. Gentlemen, it's indeed a rare privilege and honor for me to stand this evening before you to present an award to Dr. M.I. Okpara of blessed memory. History teaches us that M.I. Okpara laid the blueprint and established the framework for the sustainable development of the former Eastern region. He built the agricultural estates, the manufacturing estates, and all of the things that led to the Eastern region being the fastest growing economy about the time in the world, not just in Africa. Truly remarkable achievement. And so it is indeed my honor and privilege to present this